Good morning. This is going to be for June garden. I inserted a couple of pictures from my garden, and some of them is from early June, if not late May, but mostly from June. As you can see, so many things have bloomed, and I'm very satisfied with all the flowers that I planted from seed. And I'm gonna start to giving you like the names of the plants. Now, mind you, this garden is about three years old. Some of them is literally last year, and some of them I just started this year. And all of these flowers I started from seed. So, and I can probably count it with my one hand how many plants that I bought. This is my front bed garden. This is the walkway, and I have a lot of cat meow, I believe. I started from seed, and I got the seed from Swallowtail Garden. I mean, I love them, but I feel like this is too tall to be the walkway, though, so I might move them someday, probably in the fall, and change it with something shorter like this, like coneflower. I have this double decker, which I don't remember when I'm planting it, but it's pollinating. So I only have the regular cornflower, and they just multiply. This is Rebecca. This is their second year, and I just love them. They start reseeding everywhere. In this bed, I have a lot of foxglove that I started from last fall. I cut it back, and I see like a lot of new shoots has come up. Also have a big feverfew, and one thing that I bought this is over this spring is the bare root rose. Like you can see, I see a lot of new shoots from the foxgloves. I cleaned up the garden recently. Over here also foxglove, and you see a lot of new shoots coming out. This hydrangea, I believe this is the third year. Over here, I have a lot of feverfew, and this one thing, I bought the seeds called Monarda, but I don't think it doesn't look like it, so I don't know what to expect. Over here, I have the prairie sun. This is my experiment because they do say that prairie sun is annual in my area, so I'm gonna have to save the seed. Again, this is the front, but it's side garden. In my driveway. So I have a couple of grasses, and again this prairie sun. I just love the combination with the grass, and a lot of grandiosa coreopsis, which I started from seed. I have two that had them. It used to be a lot of chamomile here, which I only had one last year, and then they just multiply. That's a red hot poker that I started from seed and just planted it this spring. So a lot of bare area because it was covered with chamomile, but I just cleaned it up. Now snapdragons in my area, it tends to either come back or reseed themselves. This is Amididicus, and that Veronica, I bought them, and I have weed, of course. I bought Veronica a while ago. It was last year, I think. Feverfew. I think this is sunflower that I started from seed. And this is penstemon, I believe. I bought that too. This Ami, I think I have to redesign my garden because I didn't expect them to be this tall, but I miscalculated. So there are areas that I wanted. I thought it was not going to be overtowering my foxglove, but it is. I have a lot of this gaillardia everywhere, but since they are early summer, but it's kind of late for my other flower, so I didn't know that I have it everywhere. I love this puppy, but again, they don't perform as well because they just getting tall and flop. So I might not do that again next year, even though I love the flower. These are the lavender I started from seed last year. I have a couple of them, but only one survived. And then this regular coneflower, this coreopsis, I love it. and becomes tall. I didn't know it was going to be this tall. So that's why I said I'm going to redesign my garden to make sure that the tall one goes in the back. I think that's the downfall about starting everything from seed, because you don't know what to expect, right? This is the regular black eyed Susan. It hasn't bloomed yet, but I know what's coming. This is the second year as well. This coreopsis just flopping everywhere because we've been having such high winds lately and so much rain. So like this yarrow, for example, it just split in the middle and it's flopping everywhere. Same thing with the ami because it's so tall. So yeah, and over here is the lantana that I saved from last year, and it's already blooming. And this is another cat's meow, I think. I can't remember. All this thing I started from seed, except for the petunia. And over here, I have one dahlia that I want to show you. Again, the prairie sun is so just gorgeous. I love it. I have to save the seed for next year. And this is the ruffle dahlia. I can't remember exactly the variety, but I love it. It's beautiful. And over here, it was a lot of favor view, but I cut back hard because it was really bad with the wind and this rain. It's just flopping and it start turning brown. So before it gets bad, I figured I cut it. I like all this area. And over here, like I said, the ami, I need to move it into the back and take that poppy out because it's only annual and it's dead, like it's done. And I have a couple of straw flower, which I love straw flower. Over here is my growing area, and this is my vegetable garden. I have a lot of carrots. I planted 4 major things. I have this cucumber over here, and I have tomato, squash, and eggplant. I also have this passion flower that I have. This is their second year, but I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to have it matured before the cold weather hits. Over here is the planters that I start everything from seed. This is the lemon balm. I don't want to plant it in the ground because I don't know if they're gonna spread or not. And over here, my sister gave me this azalea and it burned, so I planted over this area and I see a lot of new shoots, so I think they're happy over here. This is again the coreopsis grandiosa straw flower, which I love. That's a pot marigold, pansies, and sunflower. I don't know why the sunflower is going downwards, because shouldn't they face the sun? And again, snapdragon is just all over my garden. I don't know how they just grow. I guess because of the cold weather. Over there is the phlox that I split from the other area. This is buddleia. It's the short variety of dahlia, buddleia, or butterfly bush. Larkspur in the back. This is another dahlia that I bought from the bulb. Another dahlia in the back, not growing yet. This is butterfly weed. I mean, I love it. This is their second year. Last year they didn't bloom. Well, actually, I started planting them in the fall, so I didn't really know how they're gonna perform and stuff. So they look good so far. I love it. And it's a coreopsis, larkspur, daisy, black eyed Susan, yarrow, delphinium. Again, the yarrow kind of like split in the middle because of the rain and the wind. Over here is my planter that I start everything from seed. I just plant 2 verbena over there. This petunia, I bought them, but everything else I start them from seed. Because of the very hot weather last week, a few weeks ago, it burned the whole planter, so hopefully they're gonna come back. This is phlox that I think I need to divide them. It's time. I have a lot of Sweet Williams dianthus in this area. Some popping, some haven't. Over here is a coneflower. I have one and now they're just multiply like crazy. And I have a little gaillardia over here, and that's lobelia started from seed. So I didn't see gaillardia. Now I know that they come in a little late in June. And then over here, lupin started from seed. This is the second year. Ami, and this is, I believe, is the Sahara collection of Rebecca. So yeah, they're beautiful. Coreopsis flopping, so I have to put some stick in it. A lot of sunflower, lobelia, and this cleome. I didn't plant it this year. A few years ago, I planted in this area. I guess they just come back. You just can't kill them. A few years later. I think this is Siberian wallflower. I'm not sure. This is my first time. And that's another variety of feverfew, coreopsis, feverfew, coreopsis, and all this line on this area. I have a lot of canna lily, and I planted them. I got the seed from one plant that I bought, and I have 100% germination. So I have all of them. So I planted some daisies, coreopsis over here, and then lupin. This is second lupin. I learned my lesson that you should never transplant lupin in the summer. So I have to wait until fall to put them in the ground. So I have a lot of seed because I haven't put any mulch in here. So I will do that in the fall to cover it up with mulch. And over this area, all the way down, I have to take the grass out and have a new bed, flower bed all the way there. This is the shaded area of my garden. And over here I have impatient that I bought, and then the coleus that I started from seed. Same thing in this area. Over here I have gladiolus, and of course the Rebecca, the second year. This year they're doing so well. Last year they're kind of like struggling because it was their first year. I just love, look at the flower. They're just gorgeous. And this is double-decker coneflower, daisy, catmint, feverfew, catmint, coneflowers, prairie sun, Rebecca, and lupin. I started from seed. I love lupin. They're great. And over here, I started everything from seed as well. I just planted a couple of verbena here. Hopefully they'll catch up with the season before the season ends. Over here, I have a lot of, again, this is the front yard of the garden, the walkway. So I have a lot of catmint, which I think is a little too tall for this area, and this prairie sun, which I need to remind myself to collect the seeds so I can triple, double, quadruple them next year because I love them. I love the color. I have a couple of astilbe that I started dividing the plant. I bought astilbe. This is larkspur, never planted. They just grow everywhere around my garden. I have a lot of columbine, and then again, astilbe. Over the area is very shaded garden. That's why I have a lot of hosta. And over here, this is completely new. I divided my monarda, and then I planted some coneflower, some coreopsis, and look at these lilies. This is their third year. They're gorgeous. I love it. And over here is the planter that I just started from seed, everything except for the impatient. So this is the side garden. Now we walk this side. I have this Rose of Sharon, blue chiffon, but it's not coming out yet because this is the first year. So that's why I'm good. It's good that I have a couple of plants there to cover it up. This is the bobo hydrangea, planters to start everything from seed. This is the bunny-tail grass. I moved this one from this area, and it looks like it's still struggling. That's okay, because I just removed it the beginning of summer, which is not good. Should have done it in spring. And over here, again, the bunny-tail. This one also, I start everything from seed over here, the bunny-tail grass. another hydrangea, bunny-tailed grass, and also this one I move it from that area. It was too much, so it's still struggling, but that's fine. They're gonna come back. Over here, everything from seed. This one's the second year. Again, I just have snapdragon all over my yard. Like I said, I think it's the cold weather that's our saving grace. Over here, I start everything from seed, and it's flopping. I love the cosmos in here. Now over here is just like leftover seedlings I put in one planters, and this is the same exactly like that one, but it's a little struggle for this kind of lily, which is fine. Hopefully they will catch up. Over here, almost the same like as a side garden, one elephant ear, everything else from seed except for impatient. And this lobelia, I kind of love it. I'm loving it actually. This is my indoor house plant that I put outside. I love verbena, everything from seed in here as well. Everything in the pot, pretty much the same. This is a small hydrangea. I bought them from the bare root, which is a lesson learned. You could have just gotten it in the end of summer and, get an actual plant instead of buying the bare root. I don't know what I was thinking. It was just an impulsive shopping, which I would not recommend to anybody to do that. And over here as well, all just leftover seed, I put it over there. So